The Detroit Lions lose to the Miami Dolphins at home and drop to 1-6. Hello, everyone. My name is Derek, and welcome back to Detroit Lions Syndicate. If you are new to the channel, we talk all things about the Detroit Lions, and no matter if we are 1-6 or 6-1, we keep this thing moving. Today was tough. This was tougher than the Minnesota Vikings loss. I don't know whose play call it was to go for that type of play call on 4th and 2. Now, I am not at this moment. I'm not going to tolerate any more Jared Goff slander. If he missed the wide open DeAndre Swift, so what? Why would you call that play in the first place? At some point, we have to take this off of Jared Goff, and we have to put this on where it matters, which is the play calling and the coaching. Now, if Ben Johnson called that up, that was a terrible play call. Dan Campbell, if he allowed it to happen, it was a terrible play call. You don't have a Jamison Williams out there. Now, was it a little bit of a grab on Josh Reynolds? It was. You don't have a Calvin Johnson. You don't have a DK Metcalf. I don't know why you have Jamal Williams, who is beasting, not running the ball on 4th down and 2. Get the first, live to fight another down. More bad play calling all around. Lions dropped to 1-6. Now, Tyreek Hill, what do we have to do? We had to stop him. We had to stop Waddle. We couldn't do either. Tyreek Hill had almost 200 yards. He came into the game 727. Leading the NFL in catches and receiving yards. And he's almost at 1,000. He will hit 1,000 his next game. He's hard to contain, even impossible. We saw what happened with the Kansas City Chiefs last year against the Buffalo Bills. He is the reason they were able to get in position with 13 seconds left. You don't have Tyreek Hill, you don't get that chance. Lions fall to 1-6. At this point in the season, I had him 2-5. The only difference was the Seattle Seahawks game. Good. The defense. I got to say this, though, and I know that you guys are going to want what you want, but I just, right now, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with when Detroit goes up 14-0, and during the live stream, I said, this is our game to lose, and I said, we have to stop these guys, right? The only reason we got 14 was the fumble, right? We were able, for the first time this year, to convert points from a turnover. That was our first time doing it. We had the only turnover in the game. It's so much stuff to talk about in this game that I can't contain it to this video. Taylor Decker. And when the game changed was this. We took the lead into halftime. We don't have the defense to stop anyone. Now, before you guys come in, Aiden Hutchinson, the guy that he was up against is phenomenal, okay? And Tua had pressure twice. Aiden and sacked by Malcolm Rodriguez, right? He releases the ball 7th quickest in the NFL. If you don't have a defensive line, you're going to make to get pressure on the quarterback, you're going to make the secondary work harder, and you cannot stop both Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. It's not a thing. No team has been able to do it up until this game. It's so many different ways that we can go. But the thing that I'm stressing out about is for the next week, I got to hear about Bryce Young. I don't want to hear about Bryce Young. I just don't, man. It's tough to hear when you knew that if the Detroit Lions did not, it was a shootout, man. They had to score. And when Penei Sewell got them 2 back-to-back penalties, and then Taylor Decker, who false starts on every play, gets his penalty, and now it's 3rd down and 30, that was the moment that the game shifted. That point, right? At that point, we put our defense in the situation. We had to score on every drive. That play led to our first punt in the game. So for as bad as our defense is, Miami defense in this game wasn't that much better. But it was just enough better. And it was a play call. We gave them that I just don't understand why we would do that. That's the second time this year we've done something dumb. It's not 3rd down and 2. It's 4th down and 2. And even if it was 3rd down and 2, I am going to be livid if that's the play. But on 4th down, when all of your marbles are in this one play, now you could say, okay, Jared Goff should have found somebody underneath. Go ahead, man. Put it all on JG. I'm sick. Just put it on JG like y'all put it on Stafford. Go right ahead, man. I am over it. Post-game show coming up soon. I will talk to y'all then.